Hey guys, Double Wide 6, and for today's video what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting the hole and the mortise in an interior door. So stay tuned, we'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, we're about ready to go. I thought I'd mention I just made a video on how to hang a slab door, so I will link that down in the description if you're interested. And now we're on the handle, as we said, and I figured I would explain the situation here as to why this is getting done. So we had a hollow core door here, and it was locked, and my son was entering from this side, and he decided that he would kick through the door, and he ended up destroying the jamb here. And rather than going and taking the entire pre-hung door off, all the molding and everything, all the shims, I decided I would try and cut it with my oscillating tool. And you can see I squared it up here, and then I cut it right along the stop and squared it up here, and then I just made a new put a new board in there and mortised it out. And I did all that with my oscillating tool. These are super duper handy tools, and this thing did a great job cutting down here. I didn't sand any of this yet. You're seeing some wood filler, so I got to sand that and get that all set. But before we do that, we're going to cut the handle opening and the mortise here, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. So cutting these handle holes and mortises can be kind of tricky and a little bit time consuming, and it takes a lot of patience and proper measurement. So what I have done is I've picked up one of these mortising kits. All right, this one happens to be a Ryobi, and I've only used this thing about maybe like 8 or 10 times, but they're real cheap and they're a huge time saver, and you get absolutely excellent accuracy with them. So I highly recommend doing this way. Otherwise, you got to measure it and do everything freehand. This kind of works as a template or a guide to help make sure you're boring your holes perpendicular to your door. So I'll put a link to these tools down in the description if you're interested. Alright guys, we'll show you how this thing works. First of all, these kits are nice because they're adjustable. You can use different size bore holes. I have mine set for 2 1/8, and all we have to do is slip this on the door, and you can see it just kind of self clamps. And I'm going to switch sides here. This will show you where the lock set goes, so you can pull this back until once this locks in here right there. So we're locked in perfect. Now all we have to do is bore our hole. Okay, so we're all set. The kits come with the hole saw bits, so I'm using the 2 1/8 hole saw bit. And you're going to notice I'm going to drill from both sides. That's just so I don't get any tear out. One other little tip, I usually take the hole saw and put it through the jig. So now that'll hold this exactly where it needs to be, no guesswork, before we bore the cross bore. Here's a look at the cross bore. You can see you get a real nice hole, and once again it's perfectly centered. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do here is mark for my mortise, and I've just lightly attached the handle and I'm going to trace around this, and I usually push things up a little bit just because the hole is a little bit oversized. It's just the way they come, there's a little bit of play. So I'm going to trace the outside of this and then we'll start the mortising process. Now that I have it traced, my first step here is just to take a utility knife and trace on these lines. For my next step, I'm going to refer back to my Forstner bit set, and I'm going to need 2 bits out of here. I like to use the 3/8 for these corners, and usually the 1 inch should work pretty good, maybe the 7/8. So we'll be using these bits for the next step. Alright, now I'm taking the 7/8 inch bit. I'm lining up the radius of the bit with the corner for the lock set, and we're just going to hog out some material in each corner. Here's what we have. I got most of the material hogged out. Now we're going to clean it up just with a chisel. So we have it mortised out, and I've marked where these holes go. And if you look at this plate, it's recessed a little bit. So I'm going to switch to the smaller Forstner bit and just notch that out. Alright, so I'm just going to pre-drill these holes. This plate has to flip over. And I think we're ready to attach our lock set. Alright guys, that wraps it up. I'm real happy with the way it came out. You can see the door opens and closes real nice. No issues. So like I said, that kit makes things really easy. I'll put a link to the kit in the description. And I'm also going to link my video on how to cut the hinges for a slab door. So thanks for watching guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and have a good day. See ya.